And now changing focus to the issue on the coronavirus status, and there is, of course, concern that in the next few hours there might be a full-on lockdown in the coastal region, given the concerns of people not observing the regulations that have been put in place. And this, of course, is after Mandera County was put on a partial lockdown, if you could call it that, containment of movement, because the government as well has found out that the patterns there show that there could well be a greater spread of the coronavirus as people are not observing the measures, but also given the positioning of the northeastern county, that is Mandera, which of course has a lot of people going in. Right now the cases stand at 8, 2 of which are termed as urban refugees. And yes, it is on containment right now, becoming the 5th county after Nairobi, Mombasa, Kwale and Kilifi. The decision was arrived at following the rising number of positive cases in the county, which the Ministry of Health says poses a high risk of transmission to the northeastern population and even beyond the borders. Kevin Mutai has that report.
From 7 p.m. this evening and for the next 21 days, there will be no movement in and out of Mandera by air or road. The cessation of movement order was given after the Ministry of Health saw the rising cases of the northeastern county. So far, 8 people have contracted the coronavirus.
As part of the containment measures, the government has today directed restriction of movement into and out of Mandera County. The county, therefore, becomes the 5th county where movement has been restricted.
Governor Ali Roba lauded the government's action in the fight against the disease, calling for law enforcement agencies to beef up security at all points of entry.
There are people on the road right now who this order is likely to catch them unaware, and as such we want to urge humane processing of the same as we firm up the lockdown process.
The move came after 2 of the infected persons were identified as urban refugees, leaving the county exposed to community transmission that could even find its way to refugee camps or even across the border.
Now this is a dangerous situation because, as you are well aware, Mandela has a lot of is a corner county with neighbors on 2 sides, and is also affected by travel from other parts of the country.
Meanwhile, President Uhuru has directed the National Command Center on the coronavirus pandemic to review COVID-19 protocols in the counties of Mombasa, Kwale and Kilifi. Mombasa is the 2nd county after Nairobi, with more people infected with the virus owing to the blatant ignorance of the guidelines. The head of state has also recommended for possible stronger measures in the 3 coastal counties and immediately commenced the enforcement if authorities deem it necessary to contain the spread. The announcement of the new measures is expected in the next 48 hours. Kevin Mutai, NTV, Mombasa.